See if I can't pick another lock from Viktor's box of locks that he sent, but it's been a while. I don't know if you can see very well through that window, but here on the east coast of the United States, it's been very cold with a lot of snow. This is the first day that has been above 6 degrees. So I just turned the heater off and I'm hoping to pick this one. This is a Euro. So let's put that aside, move this out of the way, and I'll see if I can't get it clamped up, so if we can't get started on this thing. I do have a letter that he talks about each of these locks. Most of them don't come with keys, but we don't need no stinking key, right? If I can get this kind of centered here. There we go. All right, he says, let me find that on the list here. The Euro rim was sent to me by Javid. I've gotten some stuff from Javid too, from the UK, with a request to repin it and send it on to someone. So, you are the, quote, lucky, unquote, guy. Great. Okay. Let's see if we can't get into this Euro. See if we can find a way to tension it. Typical Yale, I'm going to use the thin top of the keyway. And there we go, right on top. Use my standard hook. Alright, all the way to the rear, a little bit of tension. Let's see what we got here. First of all, I guess I should make sure he didn't put a dead squirrel in there. Feels like 5. Okay, we got some crunchiness going on, so I can tell you we have a couple so far serrated. Very light tension. In fact, I'm getting even lighter here because since I know now we have some serrateds in there, no sense in forcing a spool. Okay, that felt like the last one I got to click off of him. Okay, I got a little bit of a fault set. I think you probably saw it turn. Trying to figure out if something's going to give me some feedback now. Usually when you get a fault set, it means something is definitely hung up, and it feels like 4. Looks like a little rotation there. Let me feel out the rest of these guys before I commit. Okay, it's 3, it's not 4. Alright, I'm going to let off the tension. Okay, he did give me a click, but I lost my fault set. Oh, I got it back. So it looks like pin number 1, I picked him out of sequence, so we're going to call him a gatekeeper. I'd say it's all serrated so far. The sun's even coming out. Oh, look at there. We got a very deep fault set now. Sun's even coming out here, so some of this snow is actually starting to melt. Thank goodness. Okay, that was pin 2. I got a click out of him, but no turn on the core. There we go. Alright. Get that pick out of there. And I do not have a key, so let's go ahead and try to gut it without losing the pig, because otherwise we're going to be doing it all over again. Alright. Only one screw in the tailpiece. Okay. And it looks like the medium. Yep, that ought to work. Turn him like so, so we keep the pins up. Okay, there's all 5 of them. Set that right there. Can't see anything unusual yet. Looks like pin number 4 there is narrowed on the top, but let's dump them out and take a look. Okay, standard. Well, these are really tight in here. Okay, there's a homemade. Standard. And there's another homemade one. That's kind of cool looking. I'll give you guys a closer look at that in just a moment. That's like nothing I've ever seen before. And get to the interesting part. Well, maybe not so interesting, a standard. Come out of there. A homemade T-pin. Another homemade T-pin, a little bit longer. Oh, maybe not quite a T-pin. It's got a little bit flared on the end, looks like. And this last one is just barely hanging in there. Oh crap, where did he go? There he goes. Woo! Homemade serrated. And the last one, you always have a fear of stuff springing out at you in your eye. Okay, all of these are homemade, nothing else in there. The core itself, when we take a look, I don't see any threading or countermilling of any kind in there. But if there had been, I think we would have had a nightmare, because when you take a look at these pins, these are both standards. It was a homemade T-pin, so that was the last one we picked. He was kind of hanging up. If we'd had a counter-milled core, this one could have been a nightmare. This one was in like that, a homemade serrated, and this is another one that really could have given us a lot of problem if there had been some countermilling. Both of those ledges of either the key pin or the driver probably would have caught up in there and might have got hung up so we wouldn't be able to pick it. But anyway, there we go. Victor, thank you for the lock. Everybody else, stay safe, gentlemen. Stay legal.